right. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, again, before we get to the main documentary film, I want to provide you guys with some historical context because there's been a lot of miseducation. There's been a lot of whitewashing of history. But this next thing that I'm going to make sure to highlight is of dear and dire importance, because what you're going to notice is they really want to try to drive into our brain that the freedmen were slaves, that the freedmen were African slaves. Not all freedmen were slaves. A lot of tribes had black folks that lived freely with them. There's a lot of black Americans that descend from black Indians that had no African admixture. And there's some of us who do descend from African slaves that then mixed in with Native Americans. And that's how we got our Native American admixture. So it's very nuanced. But listen here how they just try to drive home slave, descendant of slave, freedmen are slave, freedmen descendant slaves, freedmen slave, descendant fresh slave, slave. They just keep trying to drive that point. And it's for malevolent, it's for malicious intent, to be frank.
The descendants of slaves once owned by members of the Cherokee Nation are getting their tribal citizenship back.
Wait a minute. These were black members of the Cherokee Nation. Why not just call them the black members of the Cherokee Nation? Why not just call them members of the Cherokee Nation? Why do you have to preface it with the descendants of slaves of the Cherokee Nation?
Hi, my name is Frances Tuck, and I contacted Mike from Mike TV on YouTube because I wanted to find out about my family's Native American history that I believed existed. Through the research that I was able to do through Mike TV, I was able to find out that our name is indeed on the registry. I had a consultation with Mike today, and because of his advice and the research that he has done, I am now confident that I'm able to find my family's roots in the Native American History database. Thank you, Mike.